ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Taking it about the 1. Jackson now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And I think this is a run we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He's got this complete to Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
And he's going to be taken down. 18-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, a big man.
It's about a team that's so competitive in match, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Badgley's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs. Because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Cousins to throw it. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, Cousins. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Goff. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
I certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action now. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Play fake. Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They go play action. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football. So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well, wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it. Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll throw again. Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. 30 yards. The Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So, sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter. Welcome back Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now come the Vikings. He'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe end up running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40. Until second down. They're going to pick up them 26 yards. So the ball is into Lion territory now. And here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A run there with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. Second down coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw there, taken in by Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First down, here's Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On second down, Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He finds his man complete. That's Osborne. Touchdown, Vikings! KJ Osborne, a 22-yard touchdown. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter drive running down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on third. Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Cousins gives way to Cook. He'll take this to the 46. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Now Cook running right, taken down at the 30. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know they're just going to blanket the field of defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood this.
Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. To the air again, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. This is the fourth quarter, that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of a turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses. But you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. This is caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now a first down throw. Gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Goff throwing again. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Goff now to throw. Looking for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, 28 yards. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe have a few